everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Animal Crossing personality book tag. I wasn't tagged to do this video, at least I don't believe I was. If you did tag me, just let me know. I saw Rhiannon over from Crescent Moon Reads do this and I thought it was really interesting. I liked their answers and I went to their video to see who was the original person. And it was Leading Lady. I'm going to have to check out their video. And it's actually a relatively new book tag. Leading Lady created it February 16th, or at least that's when it went live. But without further ado, let's get into the questions. First question, Peppy, a character from a book. Do you feel peppy about moving into your Animal Crossing town? And without a doubt, Eric Biddle. I just had the book. Is it right here? Ah, here it is. And without a doubt, Eric Biddle, this cute little bean from Check Please. I thought he was so sweet, so supportive. He just seemed like a very cute, genuine type of person that would be like, wait, you're moving to where I am? Absolutely. You're welcome. You don't need to even pay rent, just come. I just love him so much. Question number 2. Boy, I can see me struggling with some of the pronunciations of this. Yuchi, Big Sister, a book that has a sibling relationship you enjoy. I've been talking about this book a lot lately. At least I feel like I have. It's The Witch Boy by Molly Ostertag. Our main character has a sister who actually is a witch, and he's supposed to be a shifter, and so he tries to learn magic from her because he feels more like he should be a witch rather than a shapeshifter. Because that's the community that they're in. Boys are shifters, girls are witches. And he tries like sneakily trying to learn from her. And when it came, this is the first book, and when it came to this last book, The Midwinter Witch, he wants to participate in this contest to show that how well he is a witch, and he tries to train by himself, but his sister eventually goes to him like, why are you trying to hide this? If you need help, I'd be happy to help you. I want you to succeed because I love you and accept you as who you are. And it was like, third question, Cranky, a book that made you cranky. The Glass Castle. I recently read that for reading green books for a week, like that video, and I just picked it because it had a green cover and I absolutely hated it. The idea was like these 13-year-olds get rounded up and they're like forced to live in this castle and they have to figure out why they're there. And nothing was explained. It's the first book in a series, so I wouldn't expect everything to be explained, but give me something. And I got nothing. Definitely my least favorite book of the year, I think. Or at least one of them so far. Book number 4. Question number 4. Normal. What books can you always turn to for comfort? And for that, I have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I love this book. It's my all-time favorite book. Loved it so much that I based my wedding around it. And I just find it such a comforting reread whenever I do get to it. I especially love the chapters while we were still at the Shire. Question number 5, Snooty. A book you enjoyed that no one else seemed to, or an unpopular bookish opinion you have. I guess I'll combine the two. I didn't like The Middle Game by Shauna McGuire, and I also didn't like Wilder Girls by Rory Powers. Is that her name? These were super popular books last year. Everyone talked about them on BookTube. They loved it, and I just kept hearing good things about both these books, so of course I picked them up, and I think I gave each book like 2 stars. I was not the biggest fan of them, but they're super popular books that I just didn't get the hype. Question number 6, Lazy, a book that took you way too long to finish, and for that, Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I ended up reading that for a book club read, Salt Book Club, and I should really learn the title of this thing. I feel like I struggle with the title every time I mention it. Anyways, that was the first read for January, first book for this book club, and I didn't finish it until the end of February, or in the middle of February rather. But it still took me 4 to 6 weeks to read it, when I feel like, because it wasn't a very big book, it should have taken me like 2 weeks max. But I just did not dig it at all. And I've noticed that if I don't love it, it takes me ages to finish a book. Question number 7, Smug, a hyped book you have zero interest in reading. Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. That book just came out and everyone's been talking about it, and honestly, I was thinking about reading it. This was the March read for that book club I just mentioned. And I was like, alright, so I'll read it. But I'm hearing that I might have to actually read all the other books first by Cassandra Clare before I can pick this up. And if that's the case, I'm not doing it. I read the first 2 books of Moral Instruments. Like I read those first 2 books Did not like it. Or I feel like I rated the first book 3 stars and maybe the second one 2. Not my vibe. I didn't love it. And if I have to read all these other books just to pick up this one book, I'm not doing it. If that is not the case, let me know and I will give it a chance. Question number 8, Jock, your bookish MVP, something that completes your reading experience, a favorite snack, bookmark, type of music, etc. Honestly, being comfortable is what I truly want it to be while I'm reading. Comfort is the utmost importance. And so my MVP is actually this blanket here. My mother-in-law made it, gave it as a gift to both my husband and I, but honestly this is my blanket, not his. As much as this was a joint gift, this is my blanket. And it's just so comfy. And the fact that it was made with love is like, anytime I sit on the couch, whether it's like playing on my Switch, reading a book, watching TV, I got this blanket. Okay, and now we've moved on to the bonus questions now that we've answered everything else. Tom Nook, auto-buy authors. And for that, it's either Lucy Knisley or Roz Chast. They're both graphic novel authors and illustrators, and I really like, every time I've read something by them, I've really enjoyed it. Both these authors do like nonfiction graphic novels, and I love nonfiction, and I love that it's in this graphic novel format. I loved the, I keep saying love because I love both of them. My favorite book of Roz Chast was Can We Talk About Something More Pleasant, where she talks about having to care for her aging parents. And with Lucy Knisley, I loved An Age of License, where it was more of a travelogue. It was a journal of her experiences in Europe. And I've read other stuff by them, and I've always rated like everything else like at least 4 stars. So, in fact, I actually did buy something. I don't have the other book. It's way over there where I can't easily grab it. But this was at my library book sale. Haven't read this, and I don't usually buy books I haven't read yet. But this is by Lucy Knisley. The next bonus question, Isabel, what is your most ambitious bookish goal for 2020? Offhand, read 100 books for the year. I usually try to at least hit 50, but once I hit 50, my goal is then to hit 100 for the year. And I feel like 100 is like really pushing it for me. And the only other bookish goal is like channel related. I would love to see that I hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, but honestly, I don't see that happening. I've been on this platform for 5 years and I've barely hit 500, so I feel like 1,000 is really pushing it, but we're gonna try. The next bonus question, the Able Sisters, your favorite recent book cover by, preferably within the last year. Alrighty, so around the Christmas season, I did buy this from my library book sale only because the cover was just hilarious and I had to have it. And it is The Pig of Happiness by Edward Monckton. Just the title alone, The Pig of Happiness. It's just so funny looking. The pig is basically, oh, everybody's so unhappy. You know what? We're gonna overcome this by just being a happy person or a happy pig while everyone else is being miserable, and this is just how we're going to spread happiness and cheer since everyone is just stuck in the mud. Just so cute. It's just so cute. The last bonus question, KK Slider, do you listen to anything while you read? If not, how do you set the reading mood? I don't listen to anything. I feel like anything playing is really distracting. I figured out a way to ignore ambient sound because I grew up in such a large family and we all tend to be very loud that if there's people talking, I can usually tune it out. But it's music, it's a little tougher to do because I find myself enjoying the beat and wanting to listen to music. But especially if it's in my ear, I can't ignore that. So no, I don't like it and so I don't do it. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. KK Slider was not the last bonus question. The last bonus question was Brewster, drink of choice while reading. Sometimes it's tea, not always. My favorite tea actually is Forever Nuts. At least I think that's what it's called, from David's Tea. I just really like the fact that it's made out of beets and almonds, and it's like once you brew it, it's a pink tea. And when you add cream to it, it's like this, it looks like strawberry milk, just hot strawberry milk. But it doesn't taste like strawberries actually, but it's a sweet dessert tea and I like that a lot. But I don't always drink it because during the summer sometimes it's just too hot. And so most of the time, my drink of choice is one of these babies. just sparkling flavored water. Most of the time it is peach flavored in the house. Peach is my favorite flavor, and so I would prefer that we get this all the time, but I feel like this is the hardest flavor to get because I think it's really popular. Other flavors that we've had in the house is black cherry and lime. Alright, so that's actually all of the questions. Who do I tag? I tagged 5 people. If I didn't tag you, still feel free to do this video. Just let me know that you did it so I can watch it. And if you end up doing this video, even though I didn't tag you, just say, hey, Rachel tagged me. I officially tag you. Me and my tea, I've tagged you. Medusa Reads, I've tagged you. The third person I tag is Little Prairie Library. Number 4 is Fred Weasley Died Laughing. And number 5, Literary Labors. I officially tag all 5 of you, but again, if I didn't say your name, just consider yourself tagged if you want to do the video. Let me know your thoughts on some of my choices, and as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I guess it's ta-ta for now. Bye guys!